I don't even know how to go about that shit, you know? And
As far as the attention part of it.
mm-hmm. And then that's what I was telling bro. It's like you start realizing and figuring out like different things that grabbing niggas' attention. You know what I mean? Opposed to just like the people that's doing it. So it's like is that even something that I want to add. These niggas is crazy. You know? So shout out to where we at now with it, because the game is so saturated with a constant flow of attention grabbing that it's enough like proofs of concept out there for a nigga to be like, all right, let me remix it in my own way. Let me remix it in my own way. But before, yeah, for me, that was something that I never was interested in. And so when the game started going in that direction, I was like, boy, pause, man. I'm straight.
Did you care about the quality though? Like, why did you? I'm gonna say this because everything I feel like, say you ain't dropped in a year, right?
Mm-hmm.
You'll drop one thing and that video is crazy, like on some like, bro, who produced this video?
Mm-hmm.
Who? This is before people was having
Right.
like
That type.
4K actors.
Mm-hmm.
This that like where
Facts.
did that come from?
Uh, loving art type shit. Being a young boy, I remember enjoying going to Nelson Art. You know what I mean? A lot of niggas don't like that. I appreciate it. And when it was my turn to create, visual in whatever way I was doing that, I always looked at it like that. The way that everything visual I do, I'm trying to present it in the way that I want, in an emotional type way. You know what I mean? Am I making sense to you?
Yeah, to where it's more than just me and our homies just sitting on the back of a
Exactly, bro. I heard,
car
I
or
forgot
something.
who. It was some nigga. It was early on too. But bro was like, man, it was Pusha T, I think. I always been a fan of Boy. So he was talking about the Exodus video. Remember that
Yeah,
one? He was like, well, I'm gonna shoot a. No, I wouldn't push it. It was Saw. Yeah, he said it, but then it was another nigga too named Saw Baby, I think. And he had Pull Up With a Stick. You remember that song?
yeah.
Mm-hmm. And so, like, damn near simultaneously, I heard both them niggas be like, bro, I did that. What I'm gonna do that again for? Like, in terms of just making that feel. At that time, Chief Keef already had came out and he was doing what he was doing. And I was connecting that dot. I was like, boy, he just transferring some energy through this screen. Like, it's captivating niggas. Uh, so early on, I was able to see, like, one, what energy am I trying to emit through this? If I'm trying to get something off, make sure that I'm doing what I can to get it off. It may not always, it probably ain't never gonna be what I want because a nigga ain't got all the resources, to overdo it. But at bare minimum, make a bar so that what you're shooting for, you can come close to it. They say a lot of times what it appears is niggas just making phone call right quick, woo woo, or they having a good time, or it's a birthday coming, or it's a party, and so then niggas like, hey, let's make the around that. That's cool, but for me, that ain't ever been what I desire to do. So
So to make a long story short, where can you explain the process of you rapping, right? Just from the beginning of it
mm,
to like I want to be the best, if that's what you desired out the gate.
yeah,
Like, no, let's rewind this. From you rapping to where you know you dope to like these niggas can't fuck with me to like I don't even care if they can fuck with me. I want to do this.
mm-hmm,
Cause and I say that because when I came in just learning.
right,
Right. Once I learned it, once I felt like I was cool, I'm like, damn, I am kind of. Now I can kind of make songs. All right,
mm-hmm,
now the songs. All right, now let me make videos.
mm-hmm,
All right, now let me reach out to people. And then I started gaining fans. But it seemed like you, I'm gonna get to this too. You got fans everywhere.
mm-hmm.
So when did you start? And just the rise of you um, learning the music and getting, and just your ranking up on
Yeah, yeah,
it. Can you?
yeah, for sure. I think shit, for real. I always been a student,
Yeah, yeah,
always pride myself on if I got a goal, try to find a nigga the person, the individual, whoever it is that's moving in that direction. Get as much info from them as I can and then apply, you know. So when it was time to do the music, I remember being a kid, niggas always used to ask me, like, what you gonna do if NBA don't work? Yeah, you say you going to the league, what you gonna do if that don't happen? I'm a rap, you know? And I wasn't just saying that to say it. I was for real. Like I'm just do that. And like one of my first lessons with music was I knew how hard I thought I went, you know, on the court. Cause early I was nice, you know what I mean? And it was, again, early, it wasn't people trying to tell me that I was nice. So I had to take what was mine, you know, on the court. Yeah, in every capacity. Niggas wasn't trying to give me nothing on that court. That was really like my first gladiator school before I even got old enough to run into niggas trying to act like they was wanting to impress they will. It was on a basketball court. And so by the time I, like I said, transitioned all that energy over into music, I knew one, you gotta go harder than niggas. You was going harder than niggas and you still didn't get the goal you wanted. So you gotta go even harder. What do we mean by that? You gotta put in that work with the pen. You know, I had like two big ass trapper keepers filled with loose leaves, bars. And just no matter how weak it was, I'm getting it off. I might write another nigga's bars down, just getting the practice in, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
Like I wrote hella Nas raps down just cause.
That's how we remembered it before they had the lyrics
Right,
with the
right,
video.
right, on
We wrote
God.
them down.
Yup, yup. And then transitioning from that into you know, just like I said, putting in effort. You know, my first shit, I think it was '09. So I'm still 18, '09. And I was like, boy, I'm gonna drop a tape every month. You know, do it for the hood, do it for down north. That's a tape. That's 12 of them. We gonna go that
And
way.
it's your first stint of rapping.
Yeah, my first shit. I
You
think
hadn't rapped before that.
what I did was because again I'm locked in trying to get to the league. You feel me? I ain't got time. Yeah, I ain't got no time to do that rap shit. Again, too, just in the airs, niggas after us may see it different. But any nigga during my shit and before, being a rapper was looked down upon. So it was no desire for me to do that shit until Ron Ron really did it. You know, we had Lace. He was nice, Lace Ty.
Yeah, yeah.
But Ron Ron was the one that just showed a certain artistic
Blueprint.
delivery. Yeah, blueprint of all things from making a song to the bars, the delivery, the packaging, the consistency at a time. At a time, nigga was dropping. And so I said, all right, I'm gonna try to get known as bro. That was the only goal I really had with rap. I was like, I want to get like Cuz. I'm gonna do this rap shit, and then from there, I'll take it around because I know he got enough of a name to where he can, run around. And so I said, just applying the effort from sports, being like, I'm gonna do a gang of reps, get a gang of shit out, and then looking at somebody as a proof of concept, being like, all right, let me try to get there where bro is at, and then take what he got in my own right and move it around the map. And that's kind of what a nigga did. I bit down, grew my shit around here to a certain level. Once it was there, I started branching out. Because again, that's what all the older niggas used to say, but I don't be afraid to hit that road. That's what everybody our generation before was afraid to do. Niggas just want to be ghetto superstars, ghetto celebrities, take that show on the road.
And you did this in your
'09.
in 1 year? All this is in 1 year?
I only dropped 8 tapes because I was moving, you know what I mean? So I didn't even have to do 12 of them.
So you did 8 tapes in 1 year?
Called them bitches the 12 tapes.
Shut up.
Yep, on God, I did 9 for real because I dropped my first shit, and that's what told me, I was like, boy, this so easy. I can do a motherfucking tape every month. And I'll just go get a block, 5 hours, go in that motherfucking gas.
So did you already have a blueprint on recording? Like, or did somebody teach you to record, or you just jumped in there and
Yeah, shout out to my nigga Buddha, In the Dark Productions. I wear the camera, Buddha, In the Dark. That's my nigga. You know what I mean? Like, I just go and lock in on a block and be at his mama house.
And you hadn't even recorded?
Ever. You know what I mean? I didn't know what I'm gonna sound like in that motherfucker. Cuz basically
Interesting.
taught me, yeah, bro, it's like just act like you giving a speech, act like you preaching, act like you yelling at niggas. Them was the three things he told me.
And you already had the drive from already hooping. From hooping, I
Yeah.
already know I got to put in this work
Mm-hmm.
and go at it. And I would
Mm-hmm.
assume you had support too.
Mm,
So did you have support from the hooping and to help with the rap?
exactly, bro. Like, and again, it wasn't even support, it was just recognition. Niggas would recognize a nigga from rap. I mean from ball. I had support, a tiny pocket,
Yeah.
the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? That's why I was so gung ho about being a representative for the
Y'all,
neighborhood.
y'all got a hell of a neighborhood though. So that
Yeah.
tiny, that's not just a
Yeah,
tiny
yeah, yeah,
pocket.
yeah. Facts, facts. But even in that, it was a pocket of the
Okay.
neighborhood. It wasn't just like, yo, he got on the North Smash. It was my
Gotcha.
niggas.
And then from that,
exactly,
it grew.
exactly, it bubbling
Wow.
out. So, and like I said, just recognizing that, like I said, with basketball, nigga went hard. And it didn't happen. You got to put in that same type vigor. So I remember like hitchhiking the shows type shit. I uh I was away at school playing ball and down by Tulsa. And I had a show up here type shit. And I'm like, nigga, I gotta get there. So my roommate was gonna drive me cause car broke down in like Coffeeville. And he was like, shit, boy, I gotta figure out how to get this motherfucker back. You know, I wasn't even supposed to be driving on the highway. So I was like, shit, young nigga shit, because I should have probably thugged it out with bro. Like, yeah, we got to figure that out. And I'm like, shit, cuz, I salute. I got to get there. I started hitchhiking. You know what I mean? Got all the way
You
up
in
this
school
motherfucker.
rapping. You already rapping too.
Mm-hmm.
So you what school is this? Did you
Where was I at? I was at a community college out in Oklahoma.
hooping?
Yo,
You already got your CDs. Well, how many CDs had you had at this time?
at that time, because I went to summer school,
Okay.
like right out of high school. So I have,
Oh, so you
yeah,
hit
I
the
was,
ground running.
yeah, I had my
real.
daughter and shit. You know what I'm saying? I had my daughter in high, like my senior year type shit. And so, yeah, just out the gate, I was like, man, you gotta go. It's a lot of shit happening. A lot. We just talking about music. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I'm like, all right, we're gonna make this move happen right quick. Get up there, do what we gotta do, and then shake back, because that's what I'm still on, but that NBA shit ain't going. I'm at a JUCO, nigga. I ain't even see the path to
And the
like,
JUCO so tough, people don't realize.
yeah, niggas, don't you damn near back in the hood again.
Yeah, it's playing 21, damn near.
Oh, what? Like a motherfucker. And I'm talking about with life. Like, not even on the court. Like,
Yeah,
I'm
I
talking
got
niggas is
kids,
out there trying
brother.
to trap it out. Niggas got their families coming through. Niggas, yeah, JUCO just another, like, another school for you to learn how to navigate through, because there's so many different personalities from different parts of, you know, the country, really the ghetto country, ghetto America. So that shit was cool. It was smooth. But,
My bad, I cut you out.
nah, you
You
straight.
go there, you hitchhiking now.
Yeah, that was just
the
an
raps.
example. Yeah, just a rap.
So you got
Just get the shit
CDs
off.
with you or what?
Not
Like,
at
what's
this
going on?
time, no. I just have my rap book, and you know what I mean. Carry that motherfucker, because we going up home. We might hit the studio. You know what I mean. But like I said, just from there, taking that, it was my nigga XL. You know XL the King.
Yes.
Yeah, that's my boy. You know, he was one of the older niggas also that like just helped showing me how to put shit together. You know, performing hard copies. You know what I mean. Getting the hard copies out. Getting a barcode on shit so you can try to track it. So yeah, that was really the first time that I start thinking about trying to press CDs up was '09, fucking around with bro. But very soon I was like, that ain't the wave, you know, and that's how we went to
Go back to the hitchhike. Car
Yeah,
breaks
yeah.
down, you got to hitchhike.
yo
What's going on from there? What go?
shit. Yeah, so I'm on the road, boy. It's walking. It's a gang of cars passing by. And I'm in the middle of nowhere, Kansas. So it's I ain't Spooky J, but my mama probably would be. You know what I mean? Just like, boy, ain't no telling what's going on. So we're walking. You seeing like dead rats on the side, you know, just roadkill and shit like that. And a nigga pulled up in a pickup truck. And you know, like I said, you know what JUCO is, so you know what JUCO is. So I wasn't really too worried. Hop up and shit, just rock with bro. He took me to another stop. I think I got to I think I forgot where I got to, but it was somewhere in between, like I said, like Joplin. Because Joplin is like Missouri adjacent to the Coffeeville spot where I first got picked up, basically. That's where my boy got to. So from there, we got to, I think, like Neosho or something like
Yeah.
that, Chanute or something. And bro was like, all right, this is as far as I can take you, champ. He's like, because I'm about to break off somewhere, do whatever. So I start walking again, and it's a car full of like women. They pick my black ass up,
Yeah.
and they start driving. They made a beeline on me though and went to their house. And so that was probably like the one little moment in there where I was like, boy, what the fuck am I on? Like, I don't know these motherfuckers. I'm a nigga. I'm bullshitting because I'm bullshitting, but fuck it. We trying to put this thing together. So it came back to the car, took a nigga on, fucked with me. I think I got up to some shit called like Garnett or something. It's a little bit closer, and that's where they was stopping. And from Garnett, I hit up one of my homegirls, and she came, slid and picked me up, brought me to Kansas City. Uh, all to do a show at Club Red.
Shut the fuck
Come
up.
on, you know what I mean?
Knocked it down too.
Oh yeah, we did that. I don't even think I was on that motherfucker that night. Again, that was the homies. Morris was on that. XL was on
Yeah,
that
yeah, yeah.
motherfucker. You know what I mean? So bro was like, yeah, we gonna throw you, get you a song or two on this motherfucker. I, you know, I was like 18.
And then go from there. What's going? Was
Yeah,
you like,
so-
nigga, this shit ain't never happening again? What I gotta do to never be
Nigga,
put
so
in this?
after, cause like I got back up here, so after, nigga, my car broke down, like on the way back from the show, so I'm riding on 3 tires. The cops pull a nigga over, cause I'm riding on 3 tires. I'm like, oh man, but again, luckily everything paid, everything worked out. Ended up getting back to school, and that was when I was like, shit, I'm gonna lock in with these tapes instead of just, because at the time I had a No Rush. It was my first shit. I'm gonna lock in with these tapes, boy. We go to the SUE. I see how easy that was. When I'm performing, that shit wasn't crazy difficult. I might not have been as good as XL, but nigga, I think I did second best, nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so start working on the 12 tapes. And that's when I start dropping every month. Like 12 songs, 12 tapes. And they was really just freestyles, some songs, but for the most part, just taking a beat, jacking for beats. I said I got through 8, and at that time I had enough buzz, just shit ringing around this motherfucker, where I was like, all right, I ain't got to do it all the way. Me put a real project together, not a mixtape. And so I put some shit together called Dopamine, and shit, as far as I know, that was the first shit on iTunes from Kansas City. I was, you know, I think me and you talked about it, that was the type of little due diligence that I'd do. Like, all right, I'm competing with niggas, friendly competition, so what can I do to stand in my own
yeah.
way? Yeah, you know, niggas is gonna look at Cuz with the numbers. They're gonna look at bro with the popularity. They're gonna look at him with whatever motion. But what can I do to separate, make myself stand up like, hey, well, bro doing that. So that was the first thing I did, was finding a way to get my shit on iTunes.
So you a soldier boy.
Basically type shit,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm from Soldier Boy school in a
Yeah.
real way, you know what I mean? Big baggy tees, rubber band, what's the names, chains, yeah, writing on the glasses and being ingenuitive for sure. You know, like for real. Like I remember having the big old tees with TMC on that shit before we even knew who Nipsey was. Touch Money Click. So
So you in there, you own, this is all 09? this
yeah,
is
that shit
10.
right there, '09. Yep, that shit
09.
'09. '09. Yeah, that shit '09. '09.
Where does
Yeah,
Kendrick
12
come into
tapes.
play at? What year is it?
Yeah, I'm fucking with Dot in '09. Yep.
So how this happen?
Cause in '08 shit, like I said, I'm acting grown. And so I got a child on the way. We gotta eat. And so just figuring shit out. A nigga, he my boy now. At the time, he was just a bouncer at a club though. And shit, all my niggas is older than me. So I'm frequenting a lot of these different spots. And my boy ended up telling me like, hey, I fuck with you. Like, it's like how you doing it, how you moving. I get you, you know, really locked in type shit. And so he took me out west, and I told him, I was like, bro, I'm trying to get a song with Nick, like make that rock. He like, boy, that may be hard, cuz got a lot of motion right now. And so I was like, oh shit. This other nigga that I seen, K-Dot, I'm trying to get with bro. Bro was like, shit, I don't know cuz. He didn't know who he was, my nigga from out west. Like for sure. Rewind probably to like October of '09 shit. I'm with my nigga, my manager at the time, and he was playing some freestyle. I like, boy, this nigga snapping. He sound like this nigga named K-Dot. They're like, that is K-Dot. His name Kendrick Lamar. I was like, what? He's like, yeah, he changed his name up. Went back, did my research, and that's how I found bro. I hit that nigga up on Twitter on some random kid shit, trolling. I think the nigga just being, again, you know how, you know what I mean, us. So he was on there typing lingo. I was like, what you say my name for? You know what I mean? And then my name is G Watts, so that's familiar probably. I'm not even knowing this at the time though. You feel me? I'm like, hey, what you say my name for? So he was like, nigga, what? What's up for the feature? Nigga laughed at me. It was like, man, DM me. You know what I mean? So I start talking. I'm like, bro, I'll be out there. Like, my niggas in Linwood. I'm just naming little tiny shits that if you ain't really knowing because it ain't the piracy, he's like, what? Yeah, lock in. So that was the play. It was easy. I was able to build something with cuz off of being genuine for real, for real. Hit his hand, went out there, he seeing me move around, and I wasn't pressing him for the verse. I was just really building a relationship. And so by the time he came out here, like what, it was 3 years later, 2012, he was on tour with Drake. We was already locked in. That's not my boy, but that's my rap boy at that point.
So he knew when he came here, he could hit you up.
He hit me already. He let me know when the tour was on. He was like, hey, boy, I'm out there. And woo. I'm like, nigga, I'm in Kansas City, not Oklahoma City, because OKC shit. Man, I'm in KC, nigga, not OKC. Like, my bad, yeah. Next night, we got you at Will Card. Woo. I'm like, nigga, just leave 2 tickets. I'm on business. We don't need no extra. So that's how that shit happened, just moving around.
So did you, on that song, did you do your song on the bus?
Yup.
On tour?
Mm-hmm. No.
So what tour, so was it
That was that first shit.
So was it like, so y'all, how many songs y'all got?
Nah, we only got one that's complete type shit.
So the song that y'all did when you was on the bus, that's the same song that he got on, right? Mm-hmm. But you was doing that song already and then just threw him on
That's his shit. Oh, he was doing that.
Okay.
And he threw me on that motherfucker and was like, shit, boy, I know I ain't never got back to you with that other one the way that, you know, whoop, so take this one.
So which one is that? Riot? Is that?
Yeah, that was that one.
Okay.
So
y'all got another one?
Yeah, we did some other shit. It was like Gambling with Life type shit.
Interesting. It's out?
Hell no. That shit, Watch Riot ain't supposed to be out. You know what I mean? They forced my hand.
Explain that.
Just trying to pursue this thing, man. Needing resources like we talked about, making choices out of desperation. I put my back on the wall and niggas was trying to say that I was something I wasn't. I hate that shit. Like extras. I hate extras. So niggas was just trying to fuck with me because I guess I'm doing my thing. You never think that it's you, especially when you know you ain't doing too much. I wasn't doing a lot. You know what I mean? We know what it's a lot, bro. Wasn't close to it. So I feel like niggas was just trying to fuck with me. And they ran the case on me, bro. These niggas try to hit me with a conspiracy charge. The fuck? They put me, they threw, that was like the heavy shit out the gate. I can't believe this. I gotta figure something out. So I put a song out, nigga. You can't run no Rico on a rapper. I'm really a rapper. You know what I mean? This is before all these niggas start just doing what they do. That's why the attention ain't never been my thing. But so we did that and that's what happened. I remember that shit actually worked in my favor because when the nigga was like arguing against me, he was like, yo, he's a known associate with this organization. Yeah, and I'm like, boy, that's a lie. I'm just rapping. Like, so shout out to you for bringing that up. You see who I'm on this song with? Exactly, Judge. What we doing right now? So it worked in my favor ultimately. But like I said, it forced my hand because that was really something I was sitting on, man, trying to make special. But again, everything happened for a reason. Who died?
Yeah.
Hell no, cause he was happy for me. He was like, yeah, you finally dropped that shit.
So you was trying to hold on to it for a
I was trying to
good,
hold on to it. Yeah.
yeah, and just kind of just run it up when you need to.
Exactly, bro. Exactly. But everything for a reason.
Did you do that feature before the tech?
Yeah. Yup. Before Tech and him, and then before me and Tech. Yup. Me and bro been locked in for a while. I would like he was the hype man on Tech tour. You know what I'm saying?
Explain. Can you even break down just Kendrick's rise to stardom as well?
From my perspective, yeah,
From your
absolutely.
perspective, because I only want to say that just because even you and Tech, how that even came about. I want to see how
Right.
that came about too. I'm just learning that Kendrick was here 1st. I ain't gonna say here first, but that was
Our shit-
that top.
Our shit
tied in
helped them
here.
out a lot.
Gotcha.
Our shit helped TDE out a lot.
Y'all shit. Or
Kansas City, Missouri.
Gotcha. Okay.
Our shit. You know what I mean? Again, I ain't never the nigga to try to play bigger than what I am, because my story's my story, so it's gonna be what it is,
Yeah.
you know? But the town of Kansas City, Missouri definitely helped that label TDE out because of Tech Nine and them niggas. So long story short, Rock was in that
J-Rock.
he was in that Warner deal. And Kendrick came and got real cracking. So that was a kind of a bad deal to be in, you know? If you got a nigga that's right here representing your label that's allowing you to go renegotiate something different for your label. But because Tech and them came in, signed J Rock also, helped him get something going.
Also, they had signed Dot.
Yeah, nah, Tech Nine and them didn't sign Dot. They signed
signed-
J Rock.
okay.
Yeah, Rock was like that was like his little intermediate album. I think it called like Black Friday or something like that. But like I said, with that situation, what I'm assuming, what they would, I was telling bro, I'm not. We trying to get good at this. I'm trying to get like you. Allegedly,
Gotcha.
that situation helped Rock absolve that Warner situation. And that also helped Tech and them, because, you know, they the only ones that I know in my generation from the 50s until recently that really pushed the side of the culture that they chose to push, right? And so that was just a good tie for them, because you in the entertainment industry, you gotta do business over there. So that was a good relationship for them to have. And then at the same time, they helped, you know, absolve Rock's situation that
Yeah.
wasn't, you know, what they really wanted. And then in that, they on tour doing it up, because Tech is the tour king, you know. And I assume that that's around the time when everything started popping with Dot, because how the story go, like the mainstream story, is that bro was on tour with Tech doing the hype man shit, and that's when Dre gave him a call. How Dre got his number is, you know, up in all these niggas' mouth. Shout out to him, because I ain't saying that disrespectful, but I done heard J. Cole try to claim it. I heard a chick from Hot 97 in New York claim it. And I heard Tech, you know, claim like, yeah, Dre hollered at me, or I put the bug in Dre's ear and we made that connection. But I know that TDE played a significant role in a real way. And not only, I know Strange Music, I mean, played a significant way,
TDE.
not only in, TDE shit, but they also had a little bit in what Doc got going on. May not be as much, but they definitely played some shit. So at that moment when bro got that cosign, everything changed in bro's world. At that time, shit, me and him was locked in, because I was willing to pay $500 for a verse. Like you said, I'm listening to these niggas and I know what I love. Nip was that nigga. Dot was that nigga. Cole, back then, we talking about the warm-up. You know, I think this was before the come up, maybe. I don't know which one came first, the come up or the warm up. But, you know, that season, 09. Niggas at 08. 08 was serious with rap niggas, man. And so when he got that Drake cosign, there was an opportunity on the mainstream for a nigga to really take it there. I don't remember when Cole got his like official like cosign type shit. I think it was Blueprint 3. You know, when Jay-Z put him on the shit. Other than that, Cole was just running around with the cosign like, look, y'all, I'm signed. Like, listen, salute. But Dre put his arm around Dot. That's different. Me had another nigga, I forgot what his name was, but he had another nigga too at that time Bro just faded into oblivion. Doc kept going. They had that machine. They had that TDE infrastructure in place, you know? And so just watching them niggas as a unit, Schoolboy, Ab-Soul, Rock, Dot, the different things that they would do with their projects, how they would approach their projects, how they would approach the release of them, the marketing of it, all that type of shit. I studied that as much as I could from a distance and when I got the opportunity to rap with bro. And one of the key things that I tell any artist that I talk to that I, really want to see do something and I believe they can, that bro told me was every time he write, man, he trying to make sure that that's living for 10 years. And then when he put out Good Kid, Mad City, he said, I'm trying to make sure that in 20 years this live. So just the approach, the
What
nigga.
made him go with that approach though?
That's
You don't
something
even
I
know.
don't know. Right. That's what I don't know. I
But
was
that's something he told you this when?
nigga said that. I think he said that like the beginning of 012. Yeah, the beginning of 2012. Yeah. Yeah. I was like, shit, boy, what's going on? Talk to me how it sounded. Woo woo. It's my nigga, man. I fuck with that dude. He's like, boy, I'm gonna put you on this motherfucker. So in my head, I'm like, shit, I'm about to get on the album,
Yeah.
nigga. You know what I mean? But so I'm just like, what's going on? What's the process? How's it going? I remember that convo where he was like, shit, boy, just trying to make sure this motherfucker live for 20 years. Well, we probably like 8 years out from it, but over the past 12 years, it ain't left the Billboard chart. You know, as an album, that's incredible, especially that type of project. It ain't, filled with commercial hits and songs that, the radio is pushing for. The best songs on that motherfucker is 6-minute songs, So I take that advice that I heard bros say, and I try to tell that to all my bros that I feel like got some type of artistic ability to them. It's like whatever you creating and crafting, man, try to make sure that you feel like it can be as timeless as possible. If it is, then it's good. If it can stand some type of test of time, go ahead and move on that. But if you do some shit, you just be patient, you wait a year, that shit sound old already,
You think it's harder to get them to get away from the microwave mentality? Going with was hot now, and just the Sexy Reds ain't just gonna work for everybody.
right.
So even like you can go to something you did 10 years ago and still play it now, and still look at the video now, and it's still real life. I feel like a lot of people scared to do that. I think it's teetering now. It's going back up now. Like even me, I get a lot of, boy, that song was hard. I'm like, bro,
Right.
y'all just now.
Right.
It took something that to happen for y'all to hear that.
Man, right?
How hard is that to I ain't gonna say realize it, but how hard is that to be like, nigga, I've been told y'all. Or how many times you had to have this conversation like that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
Absolutely,
make music,
bro.
not because I feel like you don't just rap. A lot of people just like, I'm about to make this 16, but nigga, I'm the hardest nigga. I don't really hear you saying that. Everybody else said for you. And I used to always wonder, like, bro, why is everybody? Because I hadn't heard nothing. I'm like, he ain't got a lot of projects out. Like, who? G Watt? Like, everybody
Who is
is
this nigga?
G Watt top 5. I'm like, bro, he
shout
don't
to the
have a
big-
lot of shit out. I don't understand it. Like, where y'all get this? One, Sean was one.
Yeah, my brother.
Faso.
Yeah.
So Faso way older than Sean.
Right,
So I'm
right,
like, where in the and Faso been?
That's the
I think
married
I heard
man.
you maybe. It had to be like 2013 or 14. It's just like your name was out, but it was like, bro, until I see him, I don't believe it's no G Watch.
Right. Yeah, nah, I said like the two people that you just named, bro. Like, shout out to my boy, but Fatso really the mayor. Like Fatso really got his post on any and everything down north.
Yeah.
And he a real connoisseur and savant of hip hop music. It may even stretch past that. Bro done sent me some shit before, and I try to pride myself on being eclectic, not just, staying into the black music. Bro sent me wild type shit. Like, boy, that's probably why that nigga's violent at times. You know what I mean? Fatso listen to any and everything and pull from it.
Yeah.
And then Ashawn too. Ashawn really was a rapper's rapper. And one of the things that I'm grateful that I was blessed to be able to be a bridge for bro. Is telling him like, bro, you got a story, my nigga. Like you really got a relatable journey that you went through, you know. So don't just box yourself in, you know, by rapping. You know, give your story.
And I guess we hella fast forward into where did that group? Because I feel like it's G Watch, and then not to say this is gonna sound crazy, but it's you, and then you got J Rail, you
Yeah.
got Dre Harmony,
Oh
you
yeah,
got it's
yeah,
like a whole
yeah,
group
yeah,
of motherfuckers that's dope that I actually did hear of.
yeah.
All damn near sing your praises. So where did that come about to where everybody was grouped up? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Or you even
yeah,
met Ashawn, you
yeah.
met J Rail. How did that come
Like you were
about?
saying earlier, like that process, bro. Um, there's so many different things that played a role into I guess you could say the gumbo. Like a
Yeah,
lot of
yeah.
different things nigga was pouring into it, but it just was I think a lot of people is on the spectrum. And so for me, it's leading with empathy, you know, and really making sure that I'm patient. That's why I said the things that I desire is what I desire. It's never been attention because I know how easy that is to grab it. Like we were saying to bro, we can go out here and go viral real fast. That ain't honorable, you know. Uh, Taking advantage of the lesser, manipulating the lesser, ain't no value in that, you know. So anything that I ever did, I wanted to try to do it as pure as possible. Period, point blank. Be pure, my nigga. If it rubs somebody the wrong way, it may do that. So we might gotta work on how we approached it, or that nigga gotta fix himself. But at the end of the day, be pure. After the pure, lead with love. You know, I led with love, and there was some times where I wish I didn't, but because I did that more times than not, what I get back is what I gave. You know, so
Gotcha.
even when a nigga
That
wasn't
makes sense.
the nicest lyrically or had the most season on my flow, had the best ear for beats, because my first interaction, which was a pure one, whether it was some shit that we can agree on or not, it was pure, that foundation. So it can be built on. And then past that, like I said, I had my child at 18. I've been grown since I was like 13, nigga. Like raising my little sisters, helping my mama raise them, and my daddy working long nights and weekends. So I've been grown. Time I really was grown is like, all right, nigga, you old as a motherfucker. Let's figure this out. Lead with love. You'll get more back on it. I don't mean you gotta be a goofy, but lead with that. And so, yeah, it ended up just becoming easy for a nigga to get support. But then to culminate all of it, bro, my biggest thing that I think I did as a artist was set out with the intention of really telling my story, not just my unique one, but my story because it's more relatable to niggas than trying to sell a fantasy. And I feel like back when we was coming up, too many niggas was just hopping in the booth and going and doing fiction rap, you know? Shout out to niggas, but this motherfucker tiny. So we really know what we all know. And if you ain't knowing, nigga, you ain't knowing for a reason. So your opinion don't even really hold weight. And that was disheartening to see and hear so many niggas misuse that booth, misuse that mic, and then it do lead to a destruction. You know, a lot of niggas done talk themselves into some bad situations. And it was like, I wasn't even meant for you, bro. But you know what you ended up being on. So I set out saying, nigga, we gonna not be civilian rappers, but we gonna be civilian rappers, you know? Because the civilians around this motherfucker got real stories. So why am I having to go out here and be something else? And that was like my main shit, bro. Those three things. Before it was popular to say be pure, again, long live St. Ermias. I was intentional about that. Before niggas was just showing love because niggas want to go viral, I was on that. And like I said, out the gate, when I came in this shit, our genre was funk rap. Literally. That was Kansas City genre of music from what I knew.
Yeah.
I was like, shit, I'm gonna go opposite. Not even on some like I'm anti-funk rap, nigga, but I'm going opposite, nigga. And niggas already rocking and respecting me for whatever reason. If niggas don't respect it, fuck
What
them.
gave you that mind frame?
like I said, playing ball, niggas always tried me. They did
That's
it.
so that
They did
would
too many
make you want to
times.
go.
Nah, that make me go against the grain. When
That's what I'm
niggas,
saying. What made you? Okay, yeah, that makes sense. So go against the grain of everything, because just like you said, even back then, I think really people did it to be popular, not more so of a thought. You already said you fuck with art though. That makes sense. So never mind. I answered the question. Well, you was already fooling with just art in
yeah,
general.
facts.
So you didn't have to care about the popularity
Right, right,
of
right.
anything, which is why you got in touch with K Dot. Tech. Where did Tech come from? How did that happen? And how many years into the game was it until you reached Tech? I say this because being that you went against the grain, you got everybody's bucket list
Yeah.
fast. It seemed like you got it fast. And for even him to see that in you, that's tough.
Cause going against the grain, bro, is niggas put the like I said, niggas put the connotations on things that we put on it. So if I'm going against the grain, I'm in our mind, we usually doing something wrong. You crossing niggas, you know what I mean? You backdooring shit, you politicking, you know what I'm saying? Like that's tends to be what I know going against the grain to be. But like I said, with me, I was like, nigga, I'm going against niggas sitting around, like Cat Williams said, banging on breakfast. Nigga, goddamn, chill out, bro. And then, like, again, we all know each other type shit. So it really wasn't that hard. Like, it was a little bit more difficult being a young nigga and niggas talking shit. Boy, you don't even look like you could hoop. Like, what the fuck that mean? You know what I'm saying? We 13, 12. What do that even mean, nigga? Well, all right, let's go see. But what did that mean? You popping it. You trying it too. It didn't take long for a nigga to realize it don't take much to get niggas to be like, shut the fuck up. And it ain't gotta be violence ain't a sign of power, you know, and patience ain't a sign of inaction. You know, so just be patient and then you ain't gotta always be violent to show your power. You know, so that was just how a nigga move and like
How would you hold on, nigga? That's a bar, nigga. Why would you just skip past that like that? Did you just freestyle that in your head, or like that's
you know what I
some
mean?
books you didn't read, or what? Like
A
that just
nigga read a
really
lot
came
for
off like
sure.
that?
Nigga be reading. Not as much as I need to though. I be telling wifey that all the time. I'm like, boy, I need to read more. But yeah, you
That's
know,
important.
facts, facts. Niggas don't like growing shit. And in my mind, anything that's not growing is dead. You can go outside and see a tree that ain't growing. That's dead. Grass that ain't growing is dead. But we feel like we ain't gotta grow ourself in our mind. You know what I mean? So constant thing, bro. Just constantly trying to improve on self for sure, for sure. Always. Like I said, just in terms of the music shit, that's what that was. I'm starting at the bottom. I'm trying to get to this goal. And like I said, the first goal was double. Shout out to him with Tech. Bro ran into a nigga early because like you said, going against the grain type shit. I was out here doing a lot of work, performing wherever a nigga could perform. And so bro reached out to me in like 011 type shit. I don't think he didn't even know I had the Kendrick shit. You know what I mean? So salute to Tech for that. He actually reached out to me when Wayne put him on Carter 4, I think. You know, I was up there in the studio with him when he had sent the verse over them niggas. Yep, shout out to Tech. So he always was showing love like he do with all these artists from around here. You know, Tech always is showing love. It's just the entirety of business don't always get, you know, looked at from the artist. The artist is looking at the art, you know? And so shout out to Tech on that. And then business aspect may rub niggas wrong, but
Yeah.
I ain't never been interested in really getting into business with anybody that wasn't aligned with a nigga. So I ain't never gonna be rubbed wrong. Uh, Shout out to Tech though for sure. And then we was able to do the song on the back end, like in like 2013, 2014, we ended up doing it. So
What? So how did he reach out? Was that ever your bucket list?
shit, man, I remember being a young nigga seeing that Angelic album, you know, just the image of it, like, cuz, wow. And then hearing more stories, and like, boy, nigga, I braided his hair. You know how niggas do around. So um
Wait, it was niggas saying they braided his hair?
Yeah, you know everybody say that shit. You know
I
he,
never hear that.
yeah, nigga son was from Grenada. At least stay down there for Hellas. So you know how that shit.
Interesting.
Yeah, you know, so niggas just, you know, niggas be talking like, ooh. So yeah, like, I had relatives claim they braided bro hair type shit, said they did that. I'm like, oh, word? All right, I guess it ain't too weird
Yeah.
then since Cuzzo did it and then you moving forward. Like I said, see niggas around, so it was always love because he was our nigga from out here. Like, you know, Rich is the nigga from the neighborhood, but Tech was the nigga from Kansas City. He gonna get played on the radio, he gonna be out of town, et cetera, et cetera. So yeah, I always wanted to had that respect from the people that I respected, the legends that, you know, I looked up to. But the main thing, bro, was trying to be, like I said, get my status to doubles level. And I feel like at the time that was probably wrong. I was wrong of me. You know, subconsciously I put that glass ceiling on a nigga shit, you know. But that's why nigga like on some double back shit. I told you I'm gonna do shit with you first, like when I do the music shit. These niggas grabbed me, they was able to get me on some political shit and then rush the shit out. But shout out to them niggas. I told you when I do this shit, I'm gonna come with you first, bro. Yeah, I didn't feel like it was necessary either. I thought that I did what was meant for me to do as an artist from Kansas City, a rap artist. Shout out to Kai, shout out to Ashawn and so many other youngs who, you know, Solomon, Solo Love Bugs. I could name it forever. Dame. It's a gang of young niggas out here who put art out there. And then it's even younger niggas, like even younger than them, that's really doing it. Zeph France, Shuan, you know, the list go on with niggas that's not necessarily making the traditional Kansas City music, you know? So shout out to that. But it ain't what it was at the time. At the time, it was kind of like even, bro. Just as much street shit, you would hear niggas coming with maybe some conscious or some lyrics or some party, you know, because we had K Stylus here, like, but that balance ain't there right now. Right now, we right back to where we was. It's a funk rap scene and whoop whoop. So I feel like it's necessary for a nigga to come out and just try to help the other artists push that narrative. You know, we got an opportunity right now as a city from the Chiefs to, you know, Sleazy. He got his look. Tech still consistent with it. So, and then they just freed Ray Money. You know, Ray was really probably the biggest rapper from Kansas City post Ron Ron.
It's crazy. I didn't hear about him until Ashawn.
Yeah, that's
And then after
Sean brother.
I heard him on Marley shit, that GOAT shit.
Marley Young, yo.
Yeah, that's the hardest shit that I feel like I'm like, that motherfucker hard.
Bro,
it was my first stint of Ray. I heard that and then they was playing Wet to Death. So I started knowing the words on accident. You know what I'm saying? Just
exactly, bro. And so shout out to him being home because he got locked up right as Wet was doing what it was doing. I think it was at like 500,000 views, no video, no ad spend, no marketing. We were right off the block. Niggas is in Greenleaf and 59th. That was our hubs at that time. We floating in between there. So for Cuz to do what he did, like I said, I'm excited to see this new iteration, especially with Sleazy having the position that he got. And instead of being on some, you know, competition shit, he's showing love, putting his arm around him, you know? So we got some shit going right now as a scene, quote unquote, and it's on everybody who play any part in that to add what they add to it, you know, so we can try to bubble over, get that shit getting off the pot.
So what's next for you?
Helping add to the shit, you know.
You sound like you gave up.
He said you sound like you gave up.
But you saying that like you got something coming, like you and like nigga, I got one more album I'm gonna do before you transition into whatever you.
Yeah.
I can hear you doing a bunch of artist development shit or however the case may. But you got something you gonna do?
I mean, my life is art, bro. You know, like the way I pulled up in this motherfucker damn near was a single. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I ain't even saying I just pulled up fly, like, but I'm just saying, I was a single, right quick. My brother got me back in the, nigga, I'm in that thing. Let's get to it. It's everything is art with Young Watson Valley, you know? Shit, just waking up tomorrow, I told niggas that, Nick. The nigga who asked me on live, he like, when you dropping, I said, nigga, this is the new wave. This the new album.
I'm already dropped.
Right. I'm like, listen, nigga, I'm giving you the album right now, telling you go get a job. You know what I'm saying? These niggas need to listen to something. And it's what Watts say. Cause you know what I'm saying? Cause the divine already told me I ain't gonna let you speak out of turn, young nigga. I'll set your ass down real fast. I said, I forced my hand with my biggest play. So right now, yeah, it is that season for me to come out here and say some shit. We gonna push, bro. Me and you got some shit on the way. I gotta get to the booth so I can record my verse. I thought I sent it to you with my verse. I ain't got that motherfucker with my verse no more. I don't know where that shit at.
Got it.
Send me a motherfucker for round drop that motherfucker tomorrow. No bad. But yeah, I plan on continuing to contribute, man, to the energy. You know, that's my whole shit. Whether that's via music, whether that's getting out here and helping create some shit that we can come to and go home to. Come to and go home to.
What influenced your lives then? You going live more intentionally.
Yeah.
I feel like you want to get something out. You want to, you know what I'm saying? You actually want to help these people. What put that battery in your back though?
Yeah.
To do this.
Because
like, even when you get on live, it's like, I'm telling y'all this. Y'all want to listen. It's like you know what's coming up or something. I don't know.
Nah, it's just
like what is really, because you've been quiet for so long.
Yeah.
Like what's to that?
Yeah, because like I really be putting my feet on the ground, man. Like, shout out to Kyle Hollins. I love the work that he doing with Lyric Institute. You know, Kyle Hollins, Lyric Institute. Shout out to Hannah. Shout out to Hannah and shout out to Sun. I ain't gonna say your name on camera. Just know we know the truth. Q-Wop. We know the truth, young Q. Like, really trying to do the work, bro. Kyle,
was that Jay-Z? That was Jay-Z. You was...
Nah, like...
Okay.
Yeah, saying my nigga Kyle, I think he from the 30s. And bro got a nonprofit that he do over in Westport. Tuesdays and Thursdays, I went to a couple of sessions just to show love and try to help in whatever way I can, but with the, I guess, quote unquote, at-risk kids, you know, the red kids, the ones that's gonna come in with the ankle monitor, the baby stroller, and they just sent this nigga here from JDC, you know what I mean? Fucking with bro, and then Hannah, she had me coming out and talking to the kids and like the little juvenile penitentiary shit. I do that once a month, second weekend. Bring them niggas the same shit that I was bringing on live. You know what I'm saying? Professional development, soft skills, resume building. And then we can go and move forward into non-technical training, engineering, cybersecurity, et cetera, et cetera. So, I'm focused on helping save the babies. That's really what I want to see is this.
Why? What makes you want to do that?
Yeah, I grew up with too much murder. You know, seen too much death, seen too many brilliant vessels get stopped short, you know, and I don't think it's supposed to be that way. I think that children are supposed to be able to grow up with hope and dreams and not survival, you know, and so until that's the conversation, I need to be out here screaming it, you know, or else I'm pussy. Because I know that's in my heart and I ain't out here pushing the line for it. You got niggas pushing the line on other shit. So that's really my main motive. My main motivation is my daughter. I don't want her being like, damn, daddy had something going and he found a way to just like sit on it. And then, these babies, man. My wish is less than 50 murders a year in ghetto America. That's a hell of a one. I don't know how. That's when they say you really dreaming. That's when they say you got a real goal. That shit's so big that you don't even know how it's gonna happen. I don't know how we get less than 50 murders in ghetto America, but I know it's possible, bro. So
speak to the entitlement, right? At first, did you ever get to do anything with Double?
I don't think me and bro did no music, no. Cause we both kind of like this, you know what I mean? In terms of like, nigga, I'm not moving if I ain't moving. Correct. And bro ain't in the midst of his move. So, but Rich no, Double no, them niggas no. That's the onlyest nigga that I feel like, nigga, I'll stop dropping roll musically for cuz.
Ron?
Double, yeah.
All right.
No.
The entitlement of doing something with Tech or K-Dot and then you keep like, oh, I'm on. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's shit, it's gonna work now.
Right, right.
I think a lot of people don't understand, like, you still gotta do your work. That's not the end all be all of like your career, and just people just think that since you did that, now we rocking now.
Right, right. Man.
Can you speak to that or speak? I don't even know if that was a disappointment. Did that go as far as you wanted to
How I
go, or was you
planned.
too young to realize like, damn, I just did a song with these two niggas? Or was you not caring, or was you? Did you think you was like, okay, shit, next year it's a rap, I'm on?
Bro, I was fighting cases. So that shit wasn't really
Yeah,
at the time in my mind as prevalent as it could have and should have been so that I could continue to, move in that direction. I Tech hit me up while I was in jail and we organized that. Like I said, I fucked with bro before that, but for that song, he hit me up while I was in jail. And that's when we was organizing that motherfucker when I was in there. So all right, when I touched down, I'll come record it. Woo, woo, woo. So again, following off of that shit, I still was worried about that shit, like walking that probation down, cause nigga, that's what they did. They gave me, you know how they do. You gotta go do your time out there behind. You can do your time free, but if you fuck up, then nigga, you doing all of it. Exactly. So that was kind of my situation right there with the Tech shit. And then the Kendrick shit, like I said, I dropped while I was fighting it actually. I hadn't been sentenced, none of that shit. So my mind wasn't in the right spots to
so you didn't even
to
get, you didn't even
maximize
get
it.
to enjoy it.
Exactly, bro. Exactly. Now I couldn't run around and try to promote it and do none of that shit. So it was what it was. I definitely don't believe that I maximized it though, like you said. And so
Or you couldn't in that sense.
right, I could, but shit, I didn't do more. So like you said, niggas do have entitlement. They feel like just because they do something, that it means that a result's supposed to come. But the desired outcome should always be known so that you can try to check off your boxes. And then if you check off your boxes and you don't see that, then maybe you can start, being like, well, damn, nigga, I did all I could. But if you ain't got at least some form of plan to get to your end result, then you can't really complain in my eyes. And that was me. I didn't have a strategy for having to feature on Tech shit or dropping a dot song. I was just trying to get out of case with that one. And then with Tech shit, I was like, hell yeah, bro, I'll hop on that motherfucker. Maybe because I think it's fire enough to let me come open up a couple times. Niggas know niggas in these trenches out here, in these ghettos out here. We just want to go. Let me come for free. Can I take some t-shirts on the road, and get them off? But again, ain't nobody entitled to nothing. So you can't have that as your plan. And that was what a young nigga thinking at the time. Like, shit, if I gas it enough, maybe. But nah. So I ain't never felt no way about it.
Are you still in contact?
I talked to Dot more recently than I have Tech, but shout out to Tech, because I heard that he has shouted me out a couple times,
On
man.
some pods and
Yep,
online.
I already shouted me
I
out.
did hear that. Might
Shout
have
out
been
to
on
bro.
Court Dogs. I think it was on might have been on Court Dogs.
That's the one I heard,
Yeah.
yep. Some niggas said some other shit too, but I was like, I ain't hear that when I heard on court shit.
How do you get G Watt's attention?
Shit get God attention, and I say God because that's the title that niggas over on the West now, we follow. So get God or Allah attention, my nigga. And then if it's meant for us to be aligned, then we'll be aligned, but you shouldn't be trying to get my attention, my nigga. You should be trying to figure it out for your babies.
Well,
your
artist
family.
wise, say, what would it take to be like, oh, okay, G Watt's heard that?
These niggas from Kansas City?
Yeah, Kansas City or anywhere.
From anywhere?
But Kansas City for sure, though.
Yeah, shit. That. I can tell when niggas right. I can tell when niggas is just chasing it.
Gotcha.
I ain't got no time, no interest in niggas chasing it. No.
So I'm gonna tell you this: you was always a bucket list for me.
My
So
brother.
you was my how can I say this? Like, okay, I'm doing something right
Straight up.
because you've always been the pole for everybody else. Pause. You know what I'm saying? So I naturally pulled up to Emerald Dreams off of, they didn't even know I rapped. You know what I'm saying? I pulled up off of, they having sessions out there. They doing their thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I rap with Damo and all them. So, but I go out there. I don't know nobody out there for real.
Straight up.
I think my homie Lansky went out there because they had the clubhouse.
Mm-hmm.
So I was going. Make a long story short, met you out there.
Yeah.
I don't even remember how this conversation went, but we ended up linking. But you was already privy too, though. You know what I'm saying? To what I was doing. So
Yeah.
I ain't knowing that. So for you, be like, you know what I mean? You talking
Yeah,
that
yeah,
shit. I'm like,
always,
nigga, let's
bro.
link. So I just feel like you just not gonna do something for any and everybody.
Nah, I'm not.
So I had to be doing something
bro.
right. Sometimes you
Exactly.
don't know.
Right.
But I'm just so used to doing, just like you said, it's not for the clout. It's not for the.
Right.
So that was one of them things I was going to, just all for the love and I fool with music.
Oh,
So it's
God,
like
bro.
shit, it was just in line.
Mm-hmm.
And,
Literally, bro.
I think that's what people need to realize is like, show up when you ain't even asked. When you show up when you ain't asked, you don't know what you'll get
That part.
from that. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
So you, Miss Kush reached out to me to do a verse before. And that was like, Miss Kush is like the Marvelous
Straight up.
of here. You know what I'm saying? We all full, Marvelous back in the day. So them were two big features and artists that reached out that meant more than anything that I done ever did.
Straight up, bro.
So I appreciate you for that.
Man,
you know what I'm saying? Especially
I
because
appreciate you, brother.
you big, and then for you to be like you popping that shit. You know what I'm saying? That was real big for me to keep going. Like okay, even though I didn't have no. I'm just driving. I didn't have no destination.
Right. That part. Sometimes that's even better too. You know, like just to get your wheels going. Just hop in.
But it helped me to be more responsible to where now, what you on, that's kind of what I be on now. So, far as like, there's no goal to it. I quit next week and then I'm back in it for
Straight up.
whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, God.
Like life will align you to like keep going when you need to. You can say you're gonna do this and say you're gonna do that. It just don't happen like that.
Right.
So for what you're doing, I feel like it branched out to everybody else, and I feel like I got a whole gang of people that do the same thing as well. Not the same thing, but like if I keep moving, it'll put a light on everybody else too.
It is, bro.
And I wasn't even the one that was supposed to do it. I was just in the lab,
Oh, God.
sitting down, and everybody else was rapping, and I ended up having to rap. But it's just funny how that works out.
That's the beauty in life, bro. It's like, in my opinion, the light. It's all of us. That nigga Common said it don't take all day to recognize sunshine. He sampled the nigga that said it's a light that is in all of us, right? I don't remember exactly what bro said, but you know the song I'm talking about?
The light?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said, there's times when you need someone, I'll be by your side. There's a light that shines special. Yeah, and that light that shine in all of us, bro, you know, it's abandoned by most of us. You know, niggas is talking to any and everything but that light, you know, thinking that they getting closer to the divine essence that is inside of them. You know, niggas will pray to something that's in the sky. Niggas will pray to a tree. Niggas will pray to the universe, the stars. Hey, salute to it. I ain't getting in the way of what you do in your religious practices, but don't abandon that essence inside of you. You know what I mean? And I feel like too many of us do that. And that's why I said get close to that. If you locked in with that pureness that's inside of you, don't mean that you got to be out here Martin Luther King, Malcolm X vibes, but you just gonna give off a certain essence, a certain energy or aura that it attracts, it magnetizes, it brings people onto you, you know? And I feel like that's innate in the people that do it now because it's not taught. It's not something that's encouraged. Niggas will tell you being blasphemy if you sitting there and being, you know, talking to yourself, giving love to yourself, et cetera, you know? So yeah, bro, I don't think it take all day to recognize people that got good intentions, people whose heart is in the right place, people who have a desire to see a situation be better than how they currently see it. And we all from the same shit. So at the end of the day, we tribe, you know, we are part of the same tribe shit, you know. And like I said, I give thanks for the way that you was carrying it, the way that you still do, bro. You know, being a consistent, you know, elder statesman, OG, seasoned man, you know, and carrying this art in the way that you do. it encourages me, you know, to like you said, still find my ways that I can impress my message.
Yeah,
And so yeah, bro, I give thanks to you, man, for real.
appreciate it. What's some advice you can leave off with, but I feel like that was it. But if you can give the people, if you can leave off with some advice, what would it be?
Shit, if I could give any advice, it would be you gotta know yourself. You know, that'll be the first thing. Know yourself, not who your mama telling you are, not who your homies, homegirls, society, school, the job. You gotta know you. You know what it is that makes you tick, makes you move, it keeps you going. You gotta know you. If you don't know yourself, then you can be manipulated. You can be tricked off your square. You can be used against your own self. You know, so you gotta know yourself at bare minimum. Once you know yourself, you can start to love yourself. If you love yourself, then you can love other things, other people, but you can't love other things and other people the way that they deserve to if you don't first love yourself. It's gonna be hard to love yourself if you don't know yourself. And that's biblical. It said, or that's Quran. That's Quran. It says, know thyself. And so that's like thousands of years a game right there. That they wrote that like 1,000 years ago. That ain't just Young Watts saying that. You know, that's just true.
Watchavelli?
Young Watsavelli, you know what I'm saying? Gino Watsavelli, because Gino, you might, I do, okay? No bad.
Come on. Any message you can leave to the music game?
The message to the music game, man. Kansas City got that shit. Ray Money's free. They cracked the Fed gates open. You know what that means. Cavy, cavy, cavy. You say it 3 times, the shit appear like Candyman. And you already know we slaughtering anything that's in a way that look like bitch shit that need to be eradicated. Say the babies, kill all motherfucking pedophiles, NASCAR. It's no sympathy for predator apologists, man. If you out here making an excuse for a motherfucking pedophile, I need a convo with your mama. Cause your daddy didn't do his job, nigga. Swallow tacos. Let smoke come out.
Let's go.